Hello, and welcome back to the Newer Gauge Layouts. This is not the first episode of the series yet, and that's a question probably on your minds. When will the series be starting? Well, the thing is, I have it all set up to where the series will start on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, the 19th, I believe. I'm wrong. Feel free to correct me if you can. But as you can see, we're starting off with a brand new angle with Fearless Freddy. There's a good reason for that. I'll show you. First, we're still at the sheds. Nothing different here really, but if you do have a keen eye, you may notice that if I come up, this has changed. It's a tractor surface ramp instead of a buffer. A few details I added here is some fuel tankers on the side for maybe the heating or something. New things have been added. When I said small details, I think I may have underestimated. I changed the quarry, and I'll get to that in a second. But first, let me show you some of the other things. If you come over here, we have kind of like another little service track. We have the engine wash and a water tower. And this really cool switch I like. Since then, also, you haven't seen this, I don't think, but Backcountry had an update. The Glenix switch tower, track this way, and a track that winds all the way through the forest. Yes, the trees do keep falling over. It's hard to keep them up. And from the first version, you'll notice that this tunnel has moved from here to here because I wanted to put the switch in, and I couldn't put the switch in. I thought it looked a bit better right there. Now, this line right here is brand new. Takes you up onto a bridge. You come across the bridge, pass the side of Mill Matches, go down like the quarry mine tunnel into a new station that I got. Hasn't really been seen yet, so put it on here. Then we have I put Stafford's charging station. That's just like a random building, and I do really like it. And then this track wraps around into the yards, under the incline, and right along there, as last time. The yards, you may also notice, has changed where there's a switch here that no longer exists, but there's some new sidings over there I'll get to in a little bit. Smudger is also over here. The incline is the exact same. Something else new is this track right here, which I will show you why in a second. The bridge way over in the background, and if you have noticed on this track, the clock tower's been removed. The bridge in the background has also been shortened by a little bit, just to connect things easier. Apart from that, on this side, nothing much has changed. So now, if you go this way, you'll come through this little windy area, past Elizabeth, come to T-Switch. If you go this way, brand new area. This is meant to be like the clay pits, but in this case, I think I'm gonna call it the Blue Mountain Quarry, as it's like the inclines near the Blue Mountain Quarry and everything. So, tour of it with Elizabeth is if we come this way, we come to this piece, and we have a crane right here which can service this track right here and this track if you really need to. This track right here goes under the this thing to a V-switch, which leads to these sidings that we saw. We keep going this way, we come to another switch. If we backtrack down the switch, it comes around to another switch. This track goes around, and if you're wondering, no, this isn't a buffer. It's actually one of those 3-piece supports if you want to do 2 layers. These. The top of these, because making this, ran out of buffers. The last one I used were here. That's the reason why this has changed. I also found the last buffer. It still wasn't enough. Keep going. Oh, and I should mention that Rusty's over here. And Frank and Scarlo are at the top there. Bertram's over there. Luke's over here. Smudger, I already mentioned Smudger. And, well, Freddy's where we started. Now, if we keep going to Duke, he has some ballast cars. We come around like this little tunnel here. There's a rock sign, a little cargo thing that was in the last part, but then it's over here now. Then we go across this again and come all the way up to the top. And, well, I think that's pretty much it, except the yard has changed a tad bit more. I have scouted a bunch of cargo around, just a whole bunch of cargo around. Trying to think, but I don't think there's anything new. Yeah, I don't think there's anything new. Well, yeah. That was just the, updated narrow gauge layout tour. And now, a question on all your mind is, if this is the official layout tour, then when is the series starting? Well, I figured everything out, and the series is starting this Wednesday. There's going to be a total of 5 episodes in it. And if I can say one thing, they are all going to be connected. I'm not going to say all the episodes, but I am going to say the very first one. It's going to be called Troublesome Turntable, which will come out on Wednesday at about 2 o'clock, Eastern Standard Time, of course. And apart from that, everything was pretty fine. And one other question is upload time between the videos. I'm going to film them all and put them as premieres. It's going to be about 3 days apart. So each one is 3 days apart. And if my math is correct, if it starts Wednesday, then it's going to end on Memorial Day, the 31st. So, with that being said, oh wait, I did miss an engine. I knew I was missing someone. It's Duncan. He's at the Sutter engine wash. Thought I might miss him. We have a crate here, and boulders right here. And a little expansion pack. Apart from that, there's nothing else really new. So Topham Hatt's house is still there. She hasn't fallen over this time either. As last time, if you noticed, you might have heard a clink. That was the sound of it falling over. Yeah. Apart from that, and down the line where Smudgeries, I've added that bumpy track. If I just zoom in, you can see the bumpy track. So, I think that just about wraps up the layout tour. You kind of like a panorama view on the turntable like this. Yeah, that's it. Every episode, just to clarify everything, every episode will tie in starting with Troublesome Turntable. It causes a bit of chaos on the railway. I have it all worked out. And I am going to film them over the weekend. So, yeah. I guess that is it. Just making sure I haven't missed anything. Yeah, doesn't look like I missed anything. So, yeah. Now that the layout's done, I will see you Wednesday. Bye.